Previously on one of my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe videos. And so, I have now unlocked the Peach amiibo costume. So there we go. I'm only missing 3 amiibo costumes, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Samus. Unless they update this game with more amiibo costumes, which they might. So maybe they'll do more amiibo costumes. I'm actually already a little surprised that they don't have Daisy or Waluigi or Koopa or any of the other characters for other amiibo that they've released. Maybe one day I'll get the Donkey Kong, Wario, and Samus amiibo costumes. I'll especially do that if Nintendo makes power-up bands for Donkey Kong or Wario. And hey, it's not out of the question. They might do one for Donkey Kong because Universal Studios Japan is getting the Donkey Kong expansion to Super Nintendo World, so maybe they'll do a Donkey Kong band, we'll see. Well, I like to think that I'm a man of my word. Today is the day in which I shall access the remaining amiibo costumes in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as not only did Nintendo release a Donkey Kong power-up band for Super Nintendo World, like I predicted, but they also did add another amiibo costume for Daisy specifically, which I also somewhat predicted. They added a bunch of other non-amiibo costumes too, but I'll cover those a different day. For now, let's go ahead and unlock the remaining amiibo costumes. Quick disclaimer, I never actually obtained a Donkey Kong power-up band, though I did return to Super Nintendo World during one of my previous Japan visits. That portion of the theme park wasn't open yet at the time of my visit, and I haven't been back to that park since. Similarly, I also don't have a Daisy power-up band. All I'm really doing is borrowing the amiibo figures of my friend It Dude, who has generously supplied his for my purposes. And his amiibo collection is much more complete than mine. Still, as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is nearing its end, I figured now would be a prime opportunity to showcase all of the amiibo costumes that I have not yet showcased, and as I stated during that whole flashback sequence, I said I would do this if Nintendo ever released another Donkey Kong amiibo, and they did, so I don't want to be a liar. So let's go ahead and tap a Donkey Kong amiibo to my Pro Controller first. Boom, baby! Alright, there's Donkey Kong. Let me go ahead and grab Daisy. I've got a bunch of just like amiibos sitting on my bed right here. I just gotta wheel my chair over and get it. All right, so kind of out of order. I guess next should be Samus, but whatever. I've already got Daisy, so we're doing Daisy. Nice! I do wish that they added more amiibo costumes to the game. I'm a little surprised that there aren't amiibo costumes for Waluigi, Koopa, Bowser Jr. Like, I don't know why they didn't add them. I mean, I kind of do. It takes some time and effort to do them. And I'm glad that they gave us Daisy. It's very clear to me that they're trying to push this Daisy initiative by having her be playable in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, by giving her a power-up band at Super Nintendo World, and by having her playable in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Anyway, it's cool that Daisy has a costume. For now, let's go ahead and grab the next character. Just Wario and Samus remain. We're doing Wario! Sorry, that was horrible. Let me try that again. We're doing Wario! Please don't leave the video. I've got plenty of fun things to show. But there you go. There's the Wario amiibo. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Yeah, I guess if they were going to add just one more amiibo costume, it makes sense that it would be Daisy. Anyway, we did Wario, we did Daisy, we did Donkey Kong. So last but not least, we've got Samus. There we are. There, a non-Mario universe character. Although, who's to say that the Metroid series doesn't take place in the same universe as the Mario series? It could just be in outer space. Who's to say? Different producers and all that, but still. All right, that is every amiibo costume in this game unlocked. I'll showcase the non-amiibo costumes in a future recording session, but for now, I've got 4 amiibo costumes to showcase today: Donkey Kong, Samus, Wario, and Daisy. And since I'm only showcasing 4 amiibo costumes and not like 12 when I first did one of these amiibo costume showcase videos, I will go ahead and do 2, maybe 3 races for each amiibo costume just to really get some nice gameplay of them, because this might be the last chance that I have to get ample gameplay of each amiibo costume. And it might be one of the last times we see this exclamation point above my me icon here. Oh, I appreciate that Samus is the default because it's the most recent amiibo that I tapped, but no, we're gonna start with Donkey Kong. And it is very neat to actually have all the amiibo outfits. Some of them are obviously cooler than others, but you gotta remember, take into consideration that when this game came out in 2014, it didn't originally have amiibo support, and then they added amiibo compatibility based on the characters that were playable in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, and then they made costumes based around that, and it was one of those things where if you happen to have the amiibo and you happen to have this game, then you got a nice little bonus. That was kind of the original idea behind amiibo. And so the Donkey Kong amiibo, not too much to write home about, but I'm gonna showcase it, darn it, and I'm gonna showcase it on Wario's Gold Mine. This would have been more fitting if I was using the Wario amiibo, but still, Wario's Gold Mine, let's get into it! Well, I did vote for this, so I may as well still honk my horn at the beginning because it did pick my track selection, even if it would be more fitting if I was playing as the Wario costume instead, but whatever. And I'm also now that's right, I'm also now remembering, back when Mario Kart 8 first released on the Wii U, back in 2014, over a decade ago, oh my goodness, Pink Yoshi, watch yourself there. Not only did this game not have amiibo support yet, amiibo weren't released yet, and then when they did add amiibo support to it, it was only compatible with like 6 of the amiibo figures. It was like the main Mario cast, and then they had to do a second wave, and that's when they added more amiibo support for like Olimar and Sonic and Mega Man and Pac-Man. I do remember that. Yeah, the second wave costumes are a lot better, and that's why Donkey Kong's is very basic. And I'm pretty sure Wario was part of the second batch too, because Wario's amiibo, like the original Smash amiibo, came out way later. But Donkey Kong was one of the first. Anyway, what's up? Sorry, not sorry, Diddy Kong. I'm not the real Donkey Kong! I'm a me in a costume! Anyway, let's see if I can front run the rest of this race, yeah? Also, there's a whole lot of Yoshis on the map, I'm realizing that. Of course, when I'm not playing as Yoshi, everyone else wants to play as Yoshi. That's fine, Boo, you can take my banana. Wouldn't be the first time Donkey Kong got his banana stolen. I digress. Oh, here comes the blue shell. Okay, well, as long as they don't get knocked off here, if I can get hit right before the speed ramp here, that's pretty good. Oh, and I even hit the other player. Excellent. Wasn't even trying to go for that, but it is a nice bonus. Oh, go for it. All right, you have triple reds. Oh, can I get it to hit the mine carts? Potentially. I think that is exactly what happened. And I'm gonna go this way, purely for the sake of getting double items. And now I have a super horn. I suppose there's still enough time in the race for there to be another blue shell. My concern is that lightning has not struck yet, and there is still time in the race for lightning to come down. Something, you can only get lightning after 30 seconds in a race have passed. Well, I'm pretty sure it's been at least 30 seconds. Still, if I can just get enough of a lead from front running, I ought to be okay. Well, that's not it. Nope. So much for my lead. Yep, no one to blame myself. No one to blame myself. If I can get close enough to him, I can use the super horn offensive. Now, forget it. I'm getting double items. Super horn again? Really? Oh, man. Where was this when I was actually in first place? I mean, I guess I got a super horn when I was in first place, but still, not what I need right now. I need 2 red shells, or a green and a red, or something. 2 shells. There goes the blue. Oh, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be good! No, freak out! Get him! Get the dad! Well, I can settle for third. Or second, because that guy messed up. And I got second because I messed up. No one to blame but myself. I bonked into a wall. Diddy Kong took full advantage. Well, good job, Toki. Good job. Yep, no one to blame but myself. That's okay. I'm going to be doing at least one other race in the Donkey Kong amiibo suit. I don't know if I'm going to do 2 per suit or 3 per suit, but I will do enough as I am in pursuit. Okay, as for these, I am going to favor the DLC courses, so either Toad Circuit or Bowser Castle 3. Wario Stadium, again, would be fun if I was in the Wario costume. Can we save it for that time, please? Right now, we'll do... I feel like no one else is going to pick Toad Circuit. Oh no, actually quite a number of people picked Toad Circuit. All right, we got people picking all 3 of the available courses and random. Well, okay. I thought people didn't really care much for Toad Circuit. I personally don't care much for Toad Circuit, but I am just trying to get on that DLC hotness. You know, we've seen a fair share of the courses that are going to be in Mario Kart World, and I'm trying to capitalize on recording any courses in this game while I can. All 96 of them. Except Baby Park. Got enough footage of that one. Admittedly, I have enough footage of my favorite course, Big Blue, as well, after I did a whole session dedicated to it. Doesn't even matter, we're not going to those courses, we're going to random, we're doing Shy Guy Falls, so be it. We've got Dad, we've got Hahako, we've got Monty, we've got Tachanka27, we've got Yusu Keriba. Sorry, I'm still practicing my Japanese, and while I can read hiragana and katakana, I'm not completely fluent in it, and I am slow as a result. I have the reading literacy speed of maybe like a 2nd grader. But for right now, I'm ready to roll. All right, it's time to get my rematch in the Diddy Kong and all these Yoshi players. At least I got an item right out the gate. Fine with that. And look, I love seeing all the Yoshi support, and I'm glad that you're all different colors. I don't know if you guys coordinated that or what, but I do appreciate that. I'm glad that if we're gonna get the same character, we can get different appearances. It's like if everyone was playing as a me, but used different amiibo costumes. Like, that would be cool. But only, like, 4 characters in this game have different costumes, and the me is one of them. The others are Yoshi, Birdo, the Inklings, and technically Link. I know, and I guess Villager, there's male and female Villager. But anyway, here we go. I'm going, I'm ready for this, let's do it. Okay, so 3rd place, not too shabby, that gives me room for improvement. Well, unless I'm in first place, I have no real reason to be defensive. Off you go. Take out his defense. Oh, frick! I almost hit myself with my own banana. All right, well, maybe it'll hit someone else then. Maybe it'll even hit me back on lap 2. We'll see. All right, for now, there are a couple of good places to use a mushroom on this course. And when I say a couple, I mean there's one especially good place to use it, a very obvious shortcut, and other places where I can use this for recovery because there's not a whole lot else going on. But for the time being, I will try to get to that one really good place. All right, almost there, almost there, almost there. I don't know if it'll give me enough of a cut to jump to first place. I still kind of have to hope for lightning to strike down first place or for a blue shell to hit him. Oh, okay, second place in sight. Not too worried about that. It's first place that I have my eyes on. Well, hello, Blooper. I saw the bomb. I just didn't know if I could do anything about it. Also, looks like my banana's gone. So be it. I might be back in 6th, but I can still do this. I can still make a comeback. All right, as long as they don't bump into bananas along the way. Star. No use hanging on to this all the way to that one extra super shortcut place. I can get another item before then, and this game is all about the items, baby. That is how you win. I mean, skill, yes, that helps, but items are the other part of that, which is also skill in some regards. All right, triple mushrooms, this is fine. I can use 1 or 2 of these now. I mean, it depends on whether or not I think I'm gonna get a good item on this next batch here. Not really. Okay, well, then we're gonna go over here and hold on to this never mind, we're not holding on to anything. Unless I'm holding on to my life! Okay, I might just have to settle for 6th, which is fine. I'm in the top half, right? There were 12 players in this room, or I can get 7th and fall to the bottom half. Dang! Yoshi just has like a better acceleration stat or something? Probably. Well, not exactly how I wanted to have my gameplay footage of myself in a Donkey Kong suit go, but you take what you can get, such is the nature of worldwide races. And, you know, I want things to be natural. I don't just show myself winning all the time. Sometimes you get shocked and then you drop down to 7th and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. That is the way of Mario Kart. And I don't feel like I made a pretty obvious mistake like I did back in the Wario's Gold Mine race. I felt like I did okay. Well, would you look at that? Technically, the race never was called, I guess I better do a 3rd race now, huh? I'll have to find a whole new group of players, but I'll be doing that each time I switch amiibo outfits anyway. So let's go ahead and look for another worldwide group. We'll do another versus race. This time, would you look at that? My cursor is already on the me icon. We'll go back in the Donkey Kong suit. Okay, very good. Bike, wheels, glider. Let's see what we got. Yes, I'm doing 3 races per costume. Would you look at that? We got Koopa Cape and Vancouver Velocity. I will pick Vancouver Velocity because it's probably my favorite of the Mario Kart Tour tracks. It's definitely my favorite musically. And look, we're going straight into it. I love it. We got a fair share of random picks too, and knowing my luck, it's gonna pick one of the randoms. Oh no, went to Koopa Cape. Maybe my luck's turning around. All right, guess I'm doing 3 races per amiibo costume. If I have 4 costumes to showcase, then you can expect about 12 races in this video, unless I want to do some sort of unlucky 13th race. Very possible, because after this recording session, I don't know if I'll be using the amiibo costumes. You see that Chain Chomp costume to the left? I'll be using that in a future video. In due time, in due time. For now, I'm Donkey Kong. And this is the year of the Kong, baby. Dude's got a new theme park. Dude's got a new game. It's gonna be great. All right, here we go then. I will start off with a red shell. Not a terrible item to start off with, although if it doesn't do much, then, you know, it leaves a lot to be desired. All right, this isn't faster, but it will give me an item that I can use to fight back. Mushroom. Now, there are plenty of places on this course where a mushroom is very, very helpful. This is one of them. My Mario Kart Wii knowledge coming into play. Although, according to Mario Kart Wii's time trials, I don't know about this game, but according to Mario Kart Wii's time trials, the best place to use a mushroom is actually near the end of the course here, so you can take a super tight turn. But I figured I wasn't gonna make it that far without getting hurt, so got an item here, good. Just gotta make sure I have an item at all times, or as often as possible. Triple greens is great. Can I get anybody here? No. Yeah, right here is apparently the best place to use a mushroom because that water part to the right is just so big. But we're gonna pass on that for now. Also, this is another lobby with a lot of Yoshi players. Very interesting. Something, I think a lot of world records in this game are actually set with Yoshi. I don't care about that. I mean, I do, that's cool, I love Yoshi. But I ain't picking the character just for world record's sake, just because he has the best stats. I'm picking him because I like the character, darn it. Ah, here we go. Right now, I'm going with the Mii. And whether or not I like the Donkey Kong Mii outfit is irrelevant. It's what I'm using, so I can get the footage of it. All right, first place is an awful ways away, but I got that star power, baby. There we go. Road to stardom, and I kind of wanted to get an item after the whole spiel about like how I should have an item on hand at all times, but I'm just gonna try to optimize my lines a little. We're not gonna go up this ramp. Definitely don't need to do that. There's no item boxes on that one. And frankly, that doesn't need to be. Item boxes that close to the end of a lap when there's some item boxes right after the start of the next lap, it's not necessary. All right, now I could use a mushroom here to cut across. That's not too bad, and then I can get another item right here, and if I can get another mushroom, that would be fantastic. Let's see, 2 items, even better. If I can get a red shell, that would help. Green and a red, okay, no mushroom, that's fine. We'll make this work. I probably won't be getting first place. Oh, well, I mean, never say never. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, nope, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I guess I just have to go for the defense here. Someone behind me probably has triple reds, yep. And someone behind me knows their timing with them. Although, if I can just get like, oh my God! Why couldn't the lightning have struck like a second earlier? Boo! Can't do anything now. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. Just gotta take this turn as tightly as I can and hope for the best. Yep. See that player that just passed me? He understood that is the best place to use a mushroom according to Mario Kart Wii. But, there are still plenty of other places to use a mushroom, and the world record for Koopa Cape has used different mushroom spots over the course of time. But yeah, that sucks. If that lightning struck like a second earlier, that race would have played out very differently. But such is the way of Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart in general, and I'm glad that I was able to showcase it. All right, for now, that is now 3 races with the Donkey Kong amiibo suit. Oh, and of course, now that I want to back out, we got the DK course there, where I actually could have had a DK costume with a DK course, but no, I gotta call it quits. Don't want to be doing 4 races per costume now. That would make this video go on for a little long. Not the first time I would have done 16 races in a video, but we're gonna pass on that. We're gonna now move on to the second amiibo that I tapped in, Daisy. She might be at the end of the list, and alphabetically she doesn't come after Donkey Kong, she would come before, but I am going with Daisy next anyway, purely because it was the second amiibo that I tapped. Oh, I'm spectating. Haven't done that in a while. Oh, look at that. They're all DLC courses. All right, well, my favorite of these is going to be the Waluigi Stadium from the GameCube game. And there's no Waluigi amiibo costume, but Daisy and Waluigi are often grouped together because they're usually only playable in the spin-off and party games. And Daisy was at least in a mainline Mario game in the form of Super Mario Land, and then they brought her back in Mario Tennis so that Peach could have a doubles partner, which is also the same game in which Waluigi made his debut, so that Wario, who was also brought back from Super Mario Land 2, could also have a doubles partner, but then Daisy gained a lot more relevancy because she started to become playable in games like Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate! But anyway, she has an amiibo costume in this game. I'm gonna showcase it, whether it's on Waluigi Stadium, Squeaky Clean Sprint, I can't even say the names of the courses, I'm forgetting everything, oh my goodness, it's all going away. Or whatever Random picks. But for all you know, Random can pick Waluigi Stadium. It's possible. Random can truly pick any, oh my God, we're actually going to Random. And it's Dragon Driftway, fine. We've got Kuririn no Koto Kakakaka, Kuhen Sanchez, Tendon, Kura, okay. Still can't read the names quickly enough. That first person's name took me a moment, but it's fine. We got some diversity in here. We've got a Yoshi player in here, but we also have another Mii player using an amiibo costume. How exciting. I believe that is Bowser's costume, yeah? Good stuff. I showcased that costume a long time ago, for I personally own a Bowser amiibo. Very good. Or maybe that isn't a Bowser costume, I don't know. Can't quite tell. And those don't show up on the icons on the map screen there. It's weird, they require your Mii to wear a helmet, but in the icons down below, they don't have a helmet on because it's just using the default icon of your Mii facing forward. I'm gonna get hit by that. That's fine. I will use... Ah, darn it! I knew that was about to happen. Oh my God. This is not boding well. But I can make a comeback. It's possible. I gotta get double items here though. There we go. Back in the game, baby. Stand back and watch me work. Here we go. Boom. Oh. And by watch me work, I mean, give me like a minute and then I'll get back to work. Here we go. All right. Yeah, you guys take each other out, and then I'll go ahead and slide on by. There we go, boom. All right, and then I'm going, here we go. Double items again, awesome. Only 2 coins, not a huge deal. Usually coins are just good for like ensuring that I stay ahead of the crowd. You want to be in first place with 10 coins so people can't catch up as easily. Speaking of catching up easily, wow, you slammed right into me. I have suspicion to believe that you intentionally went out of your way just to hit me. I'm just saying. Blue shell, cool, take care of first place, I'll deal with that later. And then a star, I'll use that now so I can try to get this double item up ahead while also remaining invincible. Okay. All right, can it take a tight turn here? Let's see, kinda, yes it can actually, that helps. Glad I used it the way I did. I kinda wanted this to be reversed, I kinda wanted the gold mushroom and then the bullet, but maybe this is for the better, play out this way, okay. I don't know about getting first, I'll try my best. All right, let's see what we got here, got another item, give me something offensive, give me like a shell or something. Oh, or triple mushrooms is fine too. Okay, we'll go across here. And I know that there's a way to like do that jump a bit more optimally. Don't care. Making it up as I go along. Story of my life. Story of any of my videos. Okay, here we go. Got a mushroom. I'm gonna use that up and go for the double items, hope for something better. Here we go, boom. Okay, give me another mushroom. Boomerang, not exactly what I want, but it is something offensive, but it's a little too late for that. No! That's not how I want anything to go at all. I really needed a mushroom. Yes, I could have used that boomerang a bit more optimally too. My optimization leaves a lot to be desired, but you know what? I got 4th after all that. I kind of made a slingshot back to the front. Not quite 1st place, but I kind of accepted the fact that wasn't gonna happen. Also, I am the lone American in this room. I'll do my best. All right. If you folks don't mind having me around, then I don't mind sticking around. Let's see what we got. All right. Of these courses, the only one that's DLC is Rosalina's Ice World. I've already showcased the Rosalina costume a long time ago. I will go with Grumble Volcano. A course that I have mixed opinions on since its debut in Mario Kart Wii, but I am glad to see it here in Mario Kart 8. They did a good job effectively remaking the course. I also see that some players have left us, but hey, it looks like we have at least 9 players. Potentially, that random vote could be someone disconnecting, I don't know. Although usually it removes the vote if that's the case. So maybe we do have at least, oh, no. Nope. We got 6 players. Well, significantly less eventful than if it were 12 or 10 or 8 or even 7 players, but I'll make do with what we've got. I was just about to question why it hasn't gotten started yet, but now it's taken my menu options away. We don't even have a countdown. We're just gonna go straight into it. Okay, well, the odds of it being Grumble Volcano are pretty good, and Grumble Volcano it shall be. All right. 6 players, 5 players, just me and the group, whatever. And we have another American player, and now there's only 1 Japanese player remaining. Well, it is what it is, and I'm gonna honk my horn in excitement because we got the track that I picked. All right, and I too shall leave this group when it's time for me to switch amiibo costumes, but for now, it's time for me to race in a Daisy costume here on Grumble Volcano here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. All right, kuriri no koto kakaka. It is time for me to take you down. All right, and that other me player still stuck around, so that's kind of exciting. All right, buddy, oh, whoa. Hey, you ran into my banana. Wasn't even going for you. But you better believe if you were ahead of me, I would have gone for you. I try to play things a bit more on the offense side. All right, let's see. Coins, maybe let's use them now. Get a little bit of an extra speed boost. Go ahead and have a shell for defense. All right, can I front run this whole race? I mean, it's possible. I've done it before, but I've never done it in a Daisy amiibo costume. First time for everything, I suppose. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, shortcuts on this track are plentiful, but tricky, and not nearly as, shall we say, beneficial as they were back in Mario Kart Wii. Still, I will attempt to take them if I can. Otherwise, just having good lines should be sufficient enough for me to maintain a first place front running lead. So let's see what we got. Okay, I've still got a shell for defense in case someone in second dares to throw a red shell at me, but if someone has a blue shell, well, there's only so much I can do. But still, that negates the red shell. I respect you for actually throwing it forward. The amount of times I see someone in second place just sit there with a red shell, I'm like, dude, take out first place. Don't settle for second. Oh, it drives me crazy. So I think I commend you for fighting back. Still, I won't simply hand you first place just because you did something that I'm proud of. You gotta come earn it. And earn it's what you're about to do. Now, it looks like my lead is still strong enough. Even with a star, I should still be able to remain ahead of the second place player. Oh, there's the blue shell. Well, once I get a super horn here, it's not gonna happen. But I did get you! Gothika! And Sanchez has now passed me. That's fine, that's fine. I got coins, that's not so fine. I'm about to be at 10 coins, regardless of whether or not I use the item, okay. And then there's double items here. I'm gonna swerve out a bit to intentionally go for the double items, very good. And then, I've got 2 reds. Well, that's actually quite nice to have. That's 1. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't accidentally pass you. If I do pass you, then great. I won't be using the red shell at all. I was gonna use it defensively, but now I'm defenseless. Give me another shell, please. A shell or a banana. Or coins. Oh man, I'm falling apart. That's on me if I lose this. But I might still win this. Here we go! Yeah, that's what racing on this course for more than 10 years does to a person. I mean, I've been racing on it for 10 years in Mario Kart 8 alone, but then in Mario Kart Wii, oh boy, you could add another 6 years for that one. Golly. Well, good stuff. I will take that. I have changed my mind. I have decided that 2 races per amiibo costume is sufficient, or at least 2 races, but now that I've done 2 races with the Daisy costume, and I won the most recent one, I will go ahead and switch over to the Wario costume. Now, the Wario costume's interesting because it does represent how Wario appears in the Mario games, which is usually in this yellow attire with purple overalls. But in WarioWare, he has this biker outfit, and the WarioWare Wario amiibo was the one that was released for his Smash appearance because it's his default costume. In any case, I'm fine with any of these courses. I will personally pick... I was going to pick random, and I can do Moonview Highway because that's my jam, right? All right, we can do Moonview Highway. I'm fine with anything as long as we don't go to a course that we've already gone to. Oh! Anyway, as I was saying, Wario is kind of an interesting character when it comes to Mario games. He's obviously a character that's in the Mario universe, but then he had his own spin-off in the form of Wario Land, which has its own colorful cast of characters that don't show up in Mario games, unless you're playing like Dr. Mario 64 or something, which is another Mario spin-off that for some reason has Wario as the main antagonist. And then Wario Land got a spin-off in the form of WarioWare, and then that got a spin-off in the form of Game & Wario for the Wii U! Also, shoutouts to this guy that has the Squid Game, me. That's cool, I'm a fan of Squid Game, respect. Also, it probably goes without saying that we now have a chance to go to Daisy Circuit while I'm no longer in the Daisy costume. Doesn't matter, that's not where we're going. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is that Game & Wario was actually a pretty cool game, and I'm glad that it has representation as a stage in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And Wario is a pretty weird guy, but over the years I've grown to like him. Oh! You think they'll notice that I'm not actually Wario? I mean, there's an advertisement on the back of my overalls, and there's a white stripe on the side just for decoration. Whatever. Also, I'm probably not even the same weight class. Wario is very obviously a heavyweight. I'm pretty sure he's in the heaviest weight class in the game, and that's partially why he used to have a lot of world records back in Mario Kart and the Wii U. What weight class is my Mii? Because when creating the Mii in the Switch's Mii Maker... Golly. Man, I'm in 12th? All right, hang on a second. This tour track, I just don't have its layout memorized, like, at all. All right, any item, please. Triple mushrooms, fine, whatever. There's presumably some place on this course where I can use this. Anyway, I guess I'm using it here. All right, I guess I'm using another one here. Whatever. Anyway, when I was making my Mii in the Switch's Mii Maker, I made it the skinniest and tallest possible options. But Mario Kart, at least Mario Kart Wii, judges a Mii's weight based on how tall the Mii is, not the width of the Mii. So I might actually count as a heavyweight, which means maybe I'm more like Wario than I thought. Also, I totally just missed that banana. I didn't even know it was there. Okay, here we go. I'm in 8th. I can do better than that. I mean, maybe. I should be able to do better than that. I mean, maybe not on this course. I'll see what I can do. I've got one mushroom circling around my bike. There's one of the Warios. I gotta at least do better than the Warios, right? Here we go. All right, the Wario Warriors! We're okay. I'm not even going to use a mushroom because I know that there's a little speed thing right there. Oh, I thought maybe I could cut across that grass. I guess not. Yep, really do not have this tour track memorized at all. This and the Rome one, I really don't know. Oh, it looks like I could, well, all right, I guess I could have kind of cut across there, but might not have been the most optimal place to use a mushroom. It's fine. Oh, it's not so fun anymore. Hang on. I gotta be careful with this because Mario Kart changed the mechanics. Okay, cool. I got a gold mushroom. Yeah, if you just stop in front of an item box, regardless of your position, you'll get a bad item. You gotta, be moving through it. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, I got the Crazy 8. I don't get that very often. Let's see. So, bomb, star. I really want to make sure I got the star. Everything else is kind of neither here nor there. Very good. All right. Crazy 8. Kind of was used more defensively there. We got a gold mushroom. Okay. Pretty sure from this point on where the track is relatively straightforward. Let's see if I can get past the Wario. Can I get past the Wario? Not even got that plant on him. No! I'm beating the Wario, yes! I, Yoshiller, am the best Wario! Boom, baby. I have defeated the other 2 Warios. Also, woo, that person in first place had a lot of VR. 40,000? I mean, frankly, that just means that you've performed okay in races and that you've just played a lot of races. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're an expert at this game. Although the fact that you got first place in that previous race might actually speak for itself though. Even so, I'm not super concerned about VR. It would be nice to try and reach 10,000 before the series comes to a close, but in order to do that, I'd have to play for a couple more hours, which is not unreasonable, and I'm getting that extra VR now. I just have to make sure that in a group of 12 players that I am in the top half. Basically, as long as I get a happy jingle, happy music, when I cross the finish line, that gives me pretty good odds that my VR would go up. And I think it goes up if there are more players in the room. And I don't know if the VR of the other players determines how much VR I would get. Everyone here has 10,000 and beyond besides me, right? And that one player has 40,000. I don't think that beating them means that my VR is going to shoot up by 200 because then you could easily abuse that. You could join your friends in a worldwide race and just easily abuse it, right? So I think you get 10 VR or 20 VR maybe every time you win a race. Let's assume it's 10. Okay, if I gotta get 2,000 more VR, then I just gotta play 200 more races. Easy! Not doing that today, though. I'm only gonna do like 3 or 4 more. All right, as for the players, we've got Sawahira, Spaghetti, Kaijo no Moko, Saikyo no Yo. Okay, I was trying to read those as quickly as I could. I was going through the Japanese names. In any case, I am still Wario. It did pick the track that I picked on the track selection screen, so I will honk my horn in excitement. And we've got a couple more Yoshis here. They're using the same combination, too. That must just be like the world record combination. But I know that there are plenty of records that aren't set with Yoshi, so what do I care? Aye. Yeah, we're off to well, I'd say a rocky start, but we're kind of on a water-focused track, aren't we? Enjoy it, folks! Enjoy going underwater while you can, because going underwater will no longer be a mechanic in Mario Kart World. So savor the opportunity. Makes me glad that they brought this track over to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's DLC, so that we actually can experience it in its full underwater glory. I mean, they could have brought it to Mario Kart World if they really wanted to. You just, oh my god, I had the star for like half a second, dude! What are you going after me for? I'm in 10th! Golly, did I really have the best item of the bunch? Insanity. Well, in any case, I can just kind of like glide over this next part, right? I remember that much. There, I got a new star, and it's even better than the first one! All right, and we turn a little bit, and now we go. We move, all right? Now, I do forget where the bulk of the shortcuts on this track are. It is a newer course. It originally debuted in Mario Kart Tour. I'm not nearly as knowledgeable about this course as I would be with something like, say, Wii Grumble Volcano. But it's not my first time racing on it. Though it is my first time racing on it while dressed up as Wario, so there's that. Whoa there, bucko. I'm okay. All right. Nope, those shells should fly off the course because it's not entirely a wall. Great. Grabbing that. And then there should be like a shortcut coming up or something. Let's see. Yeah, I got another mushroom. Awesome. I'm still only in 5th. Not for long. Yeah, now I'm falling behind. Let's see what we got. I'm going. Okay, back underwater. Yeah, if this was in Mario Kart World, we'd just be driving on the surface of it, which is fine. But driving underwater is where you can see all these caves and all these swamps. Here we go. All right. I can do better than 6th. I gotta have my VR go up slightly. There you go. Slight little trick there. Go ahead and throw that. Okay, don't throw the red shell. Better for me. I was hoping you would throw it and that it would just go past me. Were you the one that used the lightning? I'm sorry, Saiki, whatever. I think it was you. All right. Let's see. Got a mushroom. There's like a little off-road thing here. I guess I can... Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, I could have done that so much better. That's okay. Save myself a couple of seconds by going that way, but I'm in 10th, darn it! I gotta do better than that. Wario would not like this. All right, here we go. We don't want to go too high on those. We just want to go close to the ground, get a quick little trick, quick little speed boost. Now we got star power. All right. Right here. Cut across the off-road, back to 10th. Whoop. Hey, you ran into me. I wasn't going after you. Okay, and then take these turns as tightly as I can. Just try to go for good lines at this point. All right, just go for some good lines. Oh, this is the end of the course. Guess I'll have to settle for 8th. Oh, no. All right, I ain't getting 9th or lower. 8th? I mean, that already sucks, but I'll take it. Also, I'm pretty sure it said that I got +0 VR. Great. In the truest sense, it literally is neither here nor there. No harm, no foul. All right, one more amiibo costume to showcase for this video, and it's the Samus costume, which of this set is the coolest one. I was gonna say debatably the coolest one, but nah, of the ones I'm showcasing today, it's the coolest one. I mean, the Donkey Kong one and the Daisy ones are pretty basic. Wario's is kind of neat, but also kind of basic. But Samus, this is cool. All right, these are all DLC courses, which is great, but I think of the selection that I have available to me, I'm gonna go ahead and pick SNES Bowser Castle 3, not just because it's my favorite of the SNES courses that exist within Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but also because it's themed around lava, which is thematically relevant to Samus. It would be the most thematically relevant course if Wii Grumble Volcano didn't already exist in this game, but I already raced on that exact same course when I was racing under the Daisy amiibo costume, so I'll go to another lava-themed course with the Samus costume. And I guess you could technically pick any Bowser Castle course, but I would prefer to go on some DLC courses, and we have the SNES Bowser DLC course here, and it's in the most recent wave of courses from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so that truly makes it the most recent new hotness. There you go, long-winded explanation, kind of lame way to finish with a very punny joke, but whatever. Of course, if we wind up going to Sydney, that's fine too. Don't even remember what the third selection was, but a lot of other people picked random. But I would really like to go to SNES Bowser Castle 3, and SNES Bowser Castle 3 is where we shall be going. Let's do it. We're going to the Villain's Lair, something Samus is very familiar with, and we've got a 12-player room. We've got Nikomeito Fan. Fan, sorry, well, whatever. That's fine, I wasn't gonna have enough time to read all those names anyway with them being a fair share in Japanese. But okay, I'm ready to do this. We got quite a lot of duplicate characters here. There was a Diddy Kong behind me, there's Diddy Kong in front of me, there's 2 white Yoshis, there's a Bowser, there's other Yoshis up ahead, and multiple Daisies. I will be the me representation. I'll be representing me. I'll do my best. Yeah, multiple Yoshis though. I mean, that's cool, But all right, I'm ready to get it on. I'm ready to hunt down that bounty. Let's get it. Yeah, see, we even got a volcano over there in the side. It's like it's Wii Grumble Volcano over there. Very cool. All right, now as for the actual race at hand, let's see. I should use the red shell offensively, and I will do so in just a moment once I'm around the turn. I want to make sure I don't hit the person with the bananas. All right, are we ready? Okay, well, I guess it is a good thing that I hung on to it. I was like this close to launching it too. So be it. Hey, I'm already in second though. That's awesome. All right, I kind of had a feeling I wanted that. Hey, you like got away from me and then it registered the banana as hitting me. I don't count that. Ref, I disagree with that. Whatever. All right, let's go again then. Couldn't do anything in time, but it looks like that boomerang took out any red shell that might have been heading toward me. Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh my God, are you kidding me? The one frame I'm about to collect the item, you go and snatch it out of my frontal view? Aye. All right, guess I'll have to win this. Guess I'll have to make a comeback using my own wit and strength. Let's go. All right, double items, I'm gonna need it. Give me like a gold mushroom or something. Let's see. Oh, well, it was the second item. Asking you sometimes shall receive. Let's go. All right, we're gonna use this star to cut across this off-road bit right here, and that way the little bone piranha doesn't get a nibble at me. And then now I've got the gold. All right, well now I'm in fourth, but I can use this still. All right, now I really need a shell. Triple shells, maybe? Oh, hey, asking you sometimes shall receive. Triple reds, no less. That's awesome. All right, second place with triple reds. That is fantastic. Okay, there we go. I want to use them on the first place person. Oh, first place is in sight. Let's get it. Ultimate comeback. Here we go. It's a hit. Nope. Oh, frick. That's not how I wanted the third shell to go up. That's fine. All right. Let's see if I can secure this first place victory. I can do it. Good lines. It's okay. It means the person in second does not have a mushroom. As long as I don't get munched on by this piranha plant, I'll be good. Okay, I need to have enough acceleration to be able to do a trick here. I can do it. No! It's fine. I didn't get hit by the blue shell. I got third? Didn't even get second. I got third. Couldn't do anything. But hey, you know what? I made a comeback. There was a part of that race where I was in 10th place. Not too shabby, if I may say so myself. I'll take it. It would be neat to see the other Metroid amiibo be compatible with this game and unlock amiibo costumes. And not just literally the Metroid amiibo, because I know there was one that they released back when Samus Returns came out on the 3DS. Wow! I've never seen so much excitement for Excitebike Arena. I knew it couldn't be a clean sweep. Someone else picked Boo Lake, and knowing my luck, that's where we'll go. And I'm fine with that because we haven't raced on that course yet in this game. But I was discussing like other amiibo compatibility with this game. Getting a dark Samus outfit, which could just literally be the Samus outfit, but it's like black or purplish or something, or dark blue. That'd be awesome. Can you imagine a Ridley outfit? How wacky that would look. And then there's other Metroid amiibo too. So, I mean, they released amiibo when Metroid Dread came out. There's the Emmy, and then there's Samus in kind of like the white suit. There's actually, yeah, quite a number of amiibo that I always forget about. And the Metroid ones are kind of a prime candidate for those. There's a whole Metroid series of amiibo. Doesn't matter, we're not going to a Metroid course, we're going to Excitebike Arena, which is another Nintendo franchise that is represented in this game. You got Excitebike, you got F-Zero represented not just with the courses, but with the vehicles as well. Then you got Animal Crossing, Splatoon, and Zelda from their obvious representation of playable characters, and then all the amiibo in here. Yeah, here we go, Excitebike Mario Kart! I'm ready for this. Just kind of cool to see an Excitebike course, that's all. I know it's not everyone's favorite course, but hey, I'd rather race on this than Baby Park. Here we go. All right. Could not get an item. That's okay. It's basic enough. As long as I don't get sniped by a shell, because I even caught a draft, even better! Can't even trick properly. I still can't even trick properly. It's whatever. It's whatever. Here we go. I can do it. Wow, I'm just realizing now, look at all the Yoshis here. Insanity. All right, here we go. I need to lock in. Here you go. Go get him. Go get Ra-Ra. Ra-Ra has been got. And I'm now defenseless, but I can just get on the speed ramp real quickly. Yeah, hitting me out of the sky ruins all my momentum, but that's the way to do it on this course, baby. All right, here we go. And I got a mushroom, okay. Usually what I do with the mushrooms on this course is I figure it's faster to just like stick to the ground and go around the side, but I do want to get another item, so we'll use it up immediately. I'm in 5th, give me something good. A red shell is okay on this course. All right. Oh my God, really? I was just about to say I need to dodge the blue shell and I didn't. But hey, if this is first place right here, I'll take it. Wait, who's first place? Oh, wait. How is first place that far ahead? Wasn't the explode? Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, we'll cut through here. Here's first place, hey buddy. No! I was well past you before that banana registered as a hit. Do not agree. Where's the referee? Golly. They have referees in dirt bike races? They got to, right? Golly, dude. Okay, here we go. Okay, I can make this work. I've got the firepower to do it. Okay, second and first up ahead. I'm in third, duh. All right, here we go. If I can just get one of those to hit you, that goes a long way. Oh, that's twice now that happened in this race. I don't agree with that. What is with these lag hits? Now I'm in 12th, are you kidding me? I fell so far, man. That far back. That is nuts. All right, give me a star or something. Oh my God, I mean, maybe that is the normal amount of time for it to load an item, but is it just me or did it feel like it took half an hour to load that item? Doesn't matter. Golly, how did I go from first to last? Well, hang on. I was never first in that race, was I? Wasn't even first in the previous race. What am I talking about? How did I fall so far so quickly? Nah, we're not ending the session there. I don't have to get first, but I ain't ending the session there, okay? And look, I did 3 races as Donkey Kong. I can do multiple races as Samus, okay? I can do more than just the regular 2 that I was going to, because after this session, I might not use the Samus amiibo costume again. Maybe, most likely not. So let's go again, okay? Any of these are fine. But let's see what we've got, huh? Maybe it'll pick my random and we'll go to Vancouver Velocity and it'll completely destroy everybody. Oh. It almost picked my random, but we're not going to Vancouver Velocity. We're going to a different Mario Kart Tour track. We are going to Amsterdam Drift, and we've got Napite, myself, SOS Black, Maru Bet, you, Sai Vallejo, Ross, Rio, sorry. Not Rio. Doesn't matter. All right, I am Samus and Amsterdam. I'll make you guys drift. Drift away. All right, I'm ready for this, though. I just gotta channel my inner Samus. She is a brave, valiant woman who has a cannon for an arm! When she's in her suit, anyway. When she's outside of her suit, she's got 2 functional human arms, but she uses a plasma whip according to Super Smash Bros., and that's pretty cool. All right, I was hitting the button! That is not the first time that's happened, where I hit the button to put the shell behind me, I didn't count it. All right. Well, I got some work to do. On these Mario Kart Tour tracks, it can be somewhat difficult to make a comeback, but there's so much off-road on this one, this isn't like Paris Promenade, so this should be doable. But also, in contrast to Paris Promenade, I also really don't know this course super well. All right, we're moving. Oh my God, that didn't even look like it was gonna hit me. I feel like the Piranha plant should have eaten the shell. Whatever, I'm in 4th. I should be grateful for that, right? All right, here we go. And I missed all the coins, and I've only got 2 coins, and everyone ahead of me is a Yoshi, and you know what? If Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is anything to go by, Samus beats Yoshi! One of my toughest matchups. Her and, like, Cloud. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness. Nope. Yep. That sucks. Just ate my shell. Oh my God, am I just a shell magnet? I must be. Samus's suit must attract shells. Must attract harm of any kind. Maybe that's why she's constantly dealing with all these enemies in outer space. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay, Boo, you got it. Give me something good. Give me like triple reds or something. Triple mushrooms is fine as well. Gonna have to save all this stuff for an off-road portion. And I think there's one coming up. There's like that whole area with the flowers. I don't recall if there's specifically off-road that I can cut across there. I'll find out in a moment. Don't you touch me with those shells. I know it's tempting. Okay. Yeah, there's this area with the flowers, but I don't think there's a part. Oh, I guess I can kind of go across here and take a tighter turn. Works for me. Nope, I'm not getting covered by blooper ink. It's not happening. All right. I don't have to get first. I just gotta. Okay, we're going Boo, which means any items will go right through me. I will settle for 3rd. I will take it, all right? It's fine. I shot back from behind. Just like Samus shoots her enemies or something. I don't know, I'm trying to make everything a segue. I don't need to be doing that. I just need to be moving on. There were a lot of Yoshis and I did beat most of them, just not the top 2 players in the race. It's fine, whatever. Folks, I hope you all enjoyed this showcase of amiibo costumes here in Mario Kart Deluxe because that's the rest of them. That's the last of them. And no Baby Park's here. I'm leaving, okay? It's tempting to stick around and play more, but I am done. Thank you. I'm gonna make sure I actually say goodbye now that I'm actually wrapping up this recording session. So we'll say thanks for playing. I'll let it sit for a second and then I will say bye. But yes, folks, those are the 4 remaining amiibo costumes in this game. And as I've stated a few times throughout this video now, I will showcase the other non-amiibo costumes that they added to this game in a future recording session. I think I'm gonna do a friend room or 2 first. But for now, that wraps up this video of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Rapid Races. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'm glad that I was able to finally showcase all of the amiibo costumes in this game. It's pretty neat to have them all, and we'll see if amiibo costumes are in Mario Kart World. I guess we have to see if Mii's are even in Mario Kart World. We will see, but in due time, I'll create Mario Kart World content, but I've still got a few more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe videos to go. So, bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! And so, we've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please click on the like button or leave a comment. Either of those actions would really help me out. If you wish to see more of my gameplay content, please click the subscribe button so that you can be notified each time I post a new video. And if you click on the bell icon, you can customize how often you receive notifications. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and I hope to see you around in the future. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh!